Hey, fantastic viewers. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into a captivating Bible quiz, and I'm thrilled you're here for the challenge. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and get ready to test your biblical knowledge. At the end of the quiz, comment down below with your score and let's see who the real Bible scholars are among us. Your engagement makes this community vibrant, so let's make this quiz an unforgettable experience together. Question 1. Which biblical figure is known for building an ark to survive a great flood, according to the Old Testament? A. Moses. B. Noah. C. David. D. Abraham. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Noah is known for building an ark to survive a great flood, as described in the book of Genesis. This narrative is a significant part of the Old Testament. Question 2. In the New Testament, which city served as the birthplace of Jesus Christ? A. Jerusalem. B. Nazareth. C. Bethlehem. D. Jericho. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Bethlehem is widely recognized as the birthplace of Jesus Christ. The Gospel of Matthew and the Gospel of Luke in the New Testament both mention Bethlehem as the city of Jesus' birth. Question 3. Which book in the Old Testament is known for its collection of prophecies about the Messiah and the end times? A. Isaiah. B. Daniel. C. Ezekiel. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The book of Isaiah is often referred to as a prophetic book that contains numerous prophecies about the Messiah. Many of these prophecies are believed by Christians to have been fulfilled by Jesus Christ in the New Testament. Question 4. Who is known as the father of all believers in the Bible? A. Abraham. B. Adam. C. Moses. D. David. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Abraham is known as the father of all believers in the Bible, revered in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam for his faith and obedience, primarily featured in the book of Genesis. Question 5. What is the first book of the Bible? A. Genesis. B. Exodus. C. Leviticus. D. Deuteronomy. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Genesis is the Bible's first book, containing creation stories, Adam and Eve's tale, and patriarchal narratives, serving as a cornerstone of Judeo-Christian tradition. Question 6. Who led the Israelites out of Egypt? A. Moses. B. Joshua. C. Solomon. D. Jacob. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, playing a crucial role in the Exodus, liberating them from Egyptian slavery and guiding them to the Promised Land. Question 7. What did Noah build to save animals and his family from a great flood? A. Ark. B. Tower. C. Boat. D. Tent. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Noah built an ark to save his family and animals from a great flood, a story found in Genesis, where a massive boat preserved life during the deluge. Question 8. Which prophet is famous for being swallowed by a great fish? A. Jonah. B. Jeremiah. C. Isaiah. D. Ezekiel. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The prophet Jonah is famous for being swallowed by a great fish, recounted in the book of Jonah in the Old Testament. Question 9. What miracle did Jesus perform when he turned water into wine? A. Feeding the 5,000. B. Healing the lepers. C. Walking on water. D. Changing water into wine. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. At the wedding at Cana, Jesus turned water into wine, marking one of his initial miracles in the New Testament. Question 10. Who killed Goliath with a slingshot? A. David. B. Solomon. C. Saul. D. Samuel. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. David, a young shepherd, defeated the Philistine giant Goliath with a slingshot and a stone, as told in the book of 1 Samuel. Question 11. Which woman is known for her loyalty and dedication to her mother-in-law, Naomi? A. Ruth. B. Esther. C. Mary. D. Sarah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Ruth's loyalty and dedication to her mother-in-law, Naomi, are depicted in the Book of Ruth, exemplifying loyalty and kindness. Question 12. What is the name of the river where Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist? A. Jordan. B. Nile. C. Euphrates. D. Tigris. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The River Jordan was the site of Jesus' baptism by John the Baptist, a significant event in Christian tradition. Question 13. Who was thrown into a den of lions but survived because of his faith? A. Daniel. B. Joseph. C. Solomon. D. John. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Daniel's unwavering faith saved him when he was thrown into a den of lions, as recounted in the book of Daniel. Question 14. What is the last book of the New Testament that contains prophecies about the end times? A. Revelation. B. Acts. C. Corinthians. D. Ephesians. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The book of Revelation, often attributed to the Apostle John, contains prophecies about the end times, serving as the last book in the New Testament. Question 15. Who betrayed Jesus to the authorities for 30 pieces of silver? A. Judas Iscariot. B. Peter. C. John. D. Thomas. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, leading to Jesus' arrest and crucifixion, as described in the New Testament. Question 16. Which woman anointed Jesus' feet with expensive perfume and wiped them with her hair? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Martha. C. Mary of Bethany. D. Joanna. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Mary of Bethany anointed Jesus' feet with expensive perfume and wiped them with her hair, a story found in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and John. Question 17. What is the first of the 10 commandments? A. You shall not murder. B. You shall not steal. C. You shall have no other gods before me. D. Honor your father and mother. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. The first of the 10 commandments emphasizes having no other gods before the one true God, a fundamental moral and ethical principle from the Old Testament. Question 18. Which apostle doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw the scars on his hands and side? A. Thomas. B. Peter. C. Andrew. D. James. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Thomas, also known as Doubting Thomas, doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw the scars on Jesus' hands and side, as mentioned in the New Testament. Question 19. Who was known as the wisest man in the Bible and wrote the book of Proverbs? A. Solomon. B. David. C. Samuel. D. Isaiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Solomon, renowned as the Bible's wisest man, is traditionally credited with writing the book of Proverbs, a collection of wise sayings and teachings. Question 20. Which city did the walls come tumbling down when the Israelites marched around it? A. Jericho. B. Jerusalem. C. Bethlehem. D. Nazareth. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The biblical account in the book of Joshua tells of the walls of Jericho collapsing as the Israelites marched around the city. Question 21. What was the fruit that Adam and Eve ate in the Garden of Eden? A. Apple. B. Fig. C. Grape. D. Pomegranate. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, commonly associated with a fig in biblical tradition. Question 22. Who was the first king of Israel, anointed by the prophet Samuel? A. Dove. Saul. B. Raven. David. C. Eagle. Solomon. D. Sparrow. Gideon. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Saul, anointed by the prophet Samuel, was the first king of Israel, as recorded in the Old Testament. Question 23. What is the title given to the first 4 books of the New Testament that tell the life and teachings of Jesus? A. Gospels. B. Acts. C. Letters. D. Revelation. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The first 4 books of the New Testament, known as the Gospels, narrate the life and teachings of Jesus and include the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Question 24. Who was the father of Isaac? A. Jacob. B. Abraham. C. Moses. D. Joseph. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant. Question 25. Which prophet was known for being swallowed by a great fish? A. Jonah. B. Elijah. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Question 26. What event does the biblical story of Noah's Ark describe? A. The Exodus. B. The Tower of Babel. C. The Great Flood. D. The Battle of Jericho. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life, from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. Question 27. Who was the first king of Israel? A. Samuel. B. David. C. Saul. D. Solomon. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, Is it not because the Lord hath anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? Question 28. What did Joseph's brothers do to him in the Bible? A. Sold him into slavery. B. Gave him a coat of many colors. C. Made him a ruler of Egypt. D. Helped him build the ark. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Then there passed by Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. Question 29. Who was the mother of Jesus? A. Mary. B. Martha. C. Elizabeth. D. Rachel. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who is called Christ. Question 30. Which prophet is associated with the vision of a valley of dry bones? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Isaiah. D. Ezekiel. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. 31. What was the name of the place where Jesus was crucified? A. Nazareth. B. Bethlehem. C. Jerusalem. D. Jericho. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. And when they were come unto a place called Golgotha, that is to say, a place of a skull. 32. Who was the brother of Moses? A. Joshua. B. Aaron. C. Samuel. D. Gideon. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh. 33. Which biblical figure is famous for slaying the giant Goliath? A. David. B. Solomon. C. Samson. D. Abraham. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And David put his hand in his bag, and took thence a stone, and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead. 34. Which book of the Bible contains the Ten Commandments? A. Exodus. B. Leviticus. C. Numbers. D. Deuteronomy. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And God spake all these words, saying. "35. Who was the first woman created according to the Bible? A. Eve. B. Mary. C. Sarah. D. Ruth. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And the rib, which the Lord God had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. 36. Who betrayed Jesus to the authorities for 30 pieces of silver? A. Judas Iscariot. B. Peter. C. John. D. Thomas. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests, and said unto them, What will ye give me, and I will deliver him unto you? 37. What miracle did Jesus perform by turning water into wine? A. Feeding the 5,000. B. Healing the blind man. C. Walking on water. D. Wedding at Cana. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Jesus saith unto them, Fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he saith unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. 38. Which of Jacob's sons had a coat of many colors? A. Joseph. B. Benjamin. C. Reuben. D. Dan. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. 39. Who was the first high priest of Israel? A. Aaron. B. Eli. C. Phinehas. D. Samuel. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. 40. What is the first book of the New Testament? A. Genesis. B. Matthew. C. Romans. D. Psalms. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. 41. Who was known as the weeping prophet. animals and people from the flood? A. Moses. B. Abraham. C. Noah. D. David. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. 49. What event is often associated with the parting of the Red Sea? A. The Exodus. B. The Last Supper. C. The Tower of Babel. D. The Crucifixion. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. 50. Who is known for killing a giant with a slingshot and a stone? A. Solomon. B. Elijah. C. David. D. Joshua. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The right answer is letter B. The right answer is letter C. The right answer is letter D. The right answer is letter B. Put his hand in his bag, and took thence a stone, and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. 51. Who led the Israelites on their journey to the Promised Land? A. Adam. B. Abraham. C. Moses. D. Isaiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. 52. What is the first book of the New Testament? A. Genesis. B. Exodus. C. Matthew. D. Psalm. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. 53. Who was thrown into a den of lions but survived unharmed? A. Jonah. B. Daniel. C. Jeremiah. D. Ezra. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. My God hath sent his angel, and hath shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me. 54. Who was sold into slavery by his jealous brothers? A. Joseph. B. Jacob. C. Isaac. D. Noah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Then there passed by Midianites merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. 55. Who was the mother of Jesus? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Martha. C. Mary. D. Sarah. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who is called Christ. 56. Which river was Jesus baptized in? A. Jordan, river. B. Nile, river. C. Euphrates, river. D. Tigris, river. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. River then cometh Jesus from Galilee to Jordan unto John, to be baptized of him. 57. Which prophet is often associated with the story of the dry bones coming to life? A. Elijah. B. Isaiah. C. Elisha. D. Zechariah. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. 58. Who betrayed Jesus to the authorities? A. Judas Iscariot. B. Peter. C. James. D. Thomas. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests, and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. 59. Which city is often referred to as the city of David? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethlehem. C. Nazareth. D. Jericho. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion. The same is the city of David. 60. Who was known for his wisdom and wrote many proverbs? A. Solomon. B. David. C. Jeremiah. D. Ezekiel. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east country, and all the wisdom of Egypt. 61. What was the name of the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden? A. Apple. B. Fig. C. Pomegranate. D. We don't know. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. The Bible does not specify the type of fruit in the Garden of Eden, referring to it simply as the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. 62. Who was the first man created by God? A. Abraham. B. Moses. C. Adam. D. Jacob. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. 63. What is the last book of the New Testament known for its apocalyptic content? A. Revelation. B. Genesis. C. Ecclesiastes. D. Proverbs. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. 64. Who led the Israelites in the battle of Jericho, where the walls came tumbling down? A. Goliath. B. Joshua. C. Saul. D. Samson. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. 65. What was the name of the man who was swallowed by a great fish and survived? A. Jonah. B. Ezekiel. C. Amos. D. Micah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. 66. Who received the 10 Commandments from God on Mount Sinai? A. Aaron. B. Joshua. C. Moses. D. Solomon. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount. And the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up. 67. Who was the father of Isaac and Ishmael, and considered the father of 2 nations? A. Jacob. B. Joseph. C. Abraham. D. Isaac. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made. 68. Who was known for his coat of many colors and was favored by his father? Jacob. A. Joseph. B. Job. C. Abraham. D. Noah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. 69. Who was the first king of Israel and later became a psalmist? A. Solomon. B. David. C. Saul. D. Samuel. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. 70. Who was the great Old Testament prophet known for his fiery chariot of fire? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind. 71. Who were the three wise men who visited Jesus after his birth? A. Matthew, Mark, and Luke. B. Gaspar, Melchior, and Balthazar. C. Peter, James, and John. D. Joseph, Mary, and John. The time to think. The right answer is letter B. The names of the three wise men, also known as the Magi, are not mentioned in the Bible. The names Gaspar, Melchior, and Balthazar are traditional names associated with them. 72. Which disciple of Jesus is known for doubting his resurrection until he saw Jesus' wounds? A. Thomas. B. Peter. C. John. D. Andrew. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. Wow, what a wonderful journey through this quiz it's been. If you enjoyed this quiz, please let us know by hitting that like button. Your likes mean a lot to us. To stay connected with our growing community and keep up with our future quizzes, simply click subscribe below. We can't wait to have you on board. But before you go, share your quiz performance with us. Leave a comment, tell us how many questions you got right, and type Amen to spread the blessings. Thank you for being a part of the Quiz Bible family, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming quizzes.